My name is Drew Garner, and I serve as our Chief Operating Officer, and I'm also a financial advisor to our clients. I actually learned about Castlepoint through Kendall before Castlepoint was Castlepoint. Kendall was and is a financial advisor to my family and my parents, and so I met Kendall when I was 14 for the first time, and I got to know him prior to Castlepoint. So it's kind of how I had an inside track, I guess, to knowing Kendall. It's really difficult to describe Castlepoint in 3 words, so I'm gonna cheat here and go 4. I'll say growth oriented, integrity, and fun. One of my favorite quotes was something my dad said to the effect a lot. Don't stop. When you're tired, stop when the job is done. So it's easy to kind of feel like you've done it 90% of the way and you're ready to give up, but you don't stop when you're tired. You stop when the job is finished. So, and that kind of applies to all aspects of life. My least favorite food specifically would probably be something out of the ocean. I have tried shark fin soup, was not a huge fan of it, but I would say in general, I'm not big on fish, so. I would probably go and get a second home somewhere warm. I don't like the winters, I don't like the cold, so I'd probably go somewhere warm where I could play golf maybe year round, so. My favorite sport to watch, it's a no-brainer, it's easy. We're here in Oklahoma and I grew up just outside of Houston, so football for sure. Love watching football. My favorite sport to play is golf. I love playing golf. Kind of like I just said, I'd get a second home somewhere warm just so I could probably play more golf. So love being out on the golf course. Outside of golf, in my spare time, I'm probably spending it with my wife and my 2 dogs. So we travel quite a bit as well, but probably spending it with my wife and dogs. I think my wife loves going overseas, and I don't like flying, so that makes it tough. But I would say we like going somewhere warm, whether that's the beach or somewhere out west. That's kind of our ideal spot, somewhere warm. There have been a couple, but I think the one that stands out to me was I was pretty determined all throughout college. I knew what I was going to do. I was getting my degree in petroleum engineering. I was going to go back to Houston. I was going to work in oil and gas. I graduated in 2016 when oil was around 35 a barrel and the job market was pretty limited. And so I had the opportunity to try and kind of wait it out and pursue some oil and gas opportunities that were on the horizon. Or I could have made the decision to maybe go work for, at the time was Guardia Wealth, or what is now known as Castlepoint, work with Kendall, be the 4th hire, and kind of totally take on a new adventure that had nothing to do with my degree or anything I thought I was going to be doing over the last 5 years since senior year of high school. I was pretty determined I was going to work in Houston in oil and gas. So it was pretty different. I never thought I would have done something like that, but could not have been happier with the choices I made. So. The biggest thing I'm proud of with Castlepoint would be the relationships that we have created and cultivated, whether it's our employees, the relationships we built there, and then also our clients. All the relationships we've built with clients. I think being a financial advisor and leading so many people in such an important aspect of life, in order to do that successfully, I think you have to culminate a ton of trust, which is built on a healthy relationship. So I would say the relationships. I do like fried catfish, but that just tastes like chicken.